Oh, oh my god, that was so loud. Ow.
Now that one's gonna be nothing, right?
Yay! We started an indie game studio based in Louisville, Kentucky, and today, CowHammer Studios turns 2 years old.
Last year we put out the Forbidden Flask, our first game, a 2D roguelike where you run a medieval tavern.
But now, we have bigger things cooking. We just started 2 new massive projects for our studio. The first one is a 3D video game with monster catching and wave survival components. This game's going to be wave survival like Megabonk, but with village defense mechanics. And instead of having weapons, you're going to run around and catch monsters, and they are going to fight for you. So very intricate movement and dodging, but also building up a team of guys that are going to help you live. You can level them up, you can give them different abilities. And for the art and style direction, everything's going to be inspired by old Zelda 3D games like The Wind Waker. So think Megabonk had a baby with Pokemon and the old school World of Warcraft raid, The Battle for Mount Hyjal, all in the art style of one of the best Zelda games of all time. Right now, we're spending a lot of time working on the designs for the enemies, and we're shooting to have this game out by the end of the year. In addition to the new 3D video game we're working on, we're also announcing that we're branching into physical card games. Now, I dreamt up this card game about 2 years ago, and we've officially been working on it for about 4 or 5 months. So this is the first time we're talking about it. We are still designing cards, and we're still playtesting. So none of these cards have art yet. We've actually commissioned an artist. We've commissioned a bunch of art, and we're just waiting on it to come in. Bronze Age civilizations fighting each other until there's only one remaining. And gods, monsters, and heroes from their mythology can intervene in the wars. It's 2 to 4 players, and we're going to walk through real quick how to play. This is the shared deck that everyone draws from, the god deck, the traits, and these are the 4 civilizations that you can choose from. Once you have your civilization chosen, you'll notice that it comes in 3 pieces. So this is a card game, but it plays like a board game. Each civilization has a unique buff that it gets, so you lay these down in the back. These are the sections of your city. In front of those, you have walls. Up here is your battlefield where you can have a max of 3 units in play. So everybody's field forms a 3x3 grid. After everyone has chosen their civilizations, 2 traits are passed out to each player. I got merchants. Once per turn, I may discard a card to draw 2 cards. Or conscripts. At the beginning of your turn, you may take a unit from the discard pile and play it for free. So each player is dealt out 2 traits, and each player gets to choose one, and this affects their civilization only for the entire game. So I am merchants with set. I get +1 on chariot attacks, and I can discard cards to draw 2 cards. The shared deck has monsters, heroes, regular units, which are chariots, footmen, slingers, and battering rams, and the rest of it is all utility cards. Now I can play a footman, and I can play a slinger, and where you play these matters. So imagine another person's civilization in front of mine here. The middle lane will attack their middle lane, my left lane will attack their right lane, and my right lane will attack their left lane. At the end of each player's turn, they roll a d4. If you roll a 4, the next god comes out and pays everyone a visit. Tiamat. At the end of your turn, if you control 0 units, search the deck for a monster and put it onto the battlefield. Until someone makes the next god come out, Tiamat stays out, and on each player's turn, if there's a monster that's been discarded, they're able to pull that out and put it on their battlefield as long as they have space. Let's look at one more god. Ayari. Slingers can attack cities while they are defended by units or walls. So in this game, everything's lane-based. You have to kill the unit, then you have to break through the wall, then you have to kill the city. When a civilization's 3 city sections are destroyed, that player is out of the game. When there's 1 civilization left, you have won. My team is going to be at Gen Con this year. We paid for a public playtesting table Gen Con, if you're not aware, is the largest board game convention in the country. It's in Indianapolis every year. The last 2 days of July and the first 2 days of August. We are going to be there. We have a playtesting table that's rented out, so you can come by, you can try out our game, and if everything goes to plan, we're going to have a Kickstarter page up at the same time. So if someone tries our game, they come by our booth and they like it, they're going to be able to back it on Kickstarter right then and there. We're really hoping to have a successful Kickstarter. I've never ran a Kickstarter before, but if we have a successful Kickstarter and we can actually manufacture this, it would be amazing. If you like the 3D video game, if you like the Forbidden Flask, or you like this card game, subscribe to our YouTube, CowHammer Studios, and join our Discord community for updates. We're going to be posting updates as we get finished art for the card game, as we change cards, when we make new announcements. That'll all be in the Discord and on the YouTube. So follow us over there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Serious injury could result from misuse. Be prepared for recoil, powered by a compressed air cartridge.